Hello, welcome to SA2 Prelims. Today I'm coming to you as a white wolf, and here's a few tricks that I can do. Alright, let's get on with the paper for today. Today we're gonna do ACS Junior Prelim Exam 2021 P6 Mathematics Paper 1 and Paper 2. So let's move on. Question 1. Round off 314,678 to the nearest thousand. So 1000 is this. So we'll be looking at this 100 place. So since 6 is more than 5, this number will round up to 1 higher than 4, which is 5. 0, 0, 0, which is answer 4. Question 2. Express 2915 as a decimal. So 2915 equals to 2. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5. This is equals to 2, 6 over 10, which is equals to 2.6. And the answer is option 2. Okay, question 3. Part of a scale is shown below. What is the most likely value of the reading at x? X is here. So we look at 7.9 to 8. So there are 4 intervals, or we can say as 4 units, and equals to 1, or rather 0.1. So that means 2 units equals to 0.05. So this is almost at 2 units, so that means here is almost 8.05. So the nearest to 8.05 is 8.04. So answer is 2. Question 4. Which of the following fractions is the largest? A brief look at them seems that they are all less than half, but we can see how close they are to half. So for example, 2 over 5 is 4 over 10. 3 over 7 is 6 over 14. 4 over 9 is 18 over 6, 8 over 18. 5 over 12 is 10 over 24. So when compared to the equivalent of half, it's 5 over 10, 7 over 14, 9 over 18, and this is 12 over 24. You can see that the difference is 1 over 10, 1 over 14, 1 over 18. This is 2 over 24, which is equals to 1 over 12. So the smallest is this, 1 over 18, which means the number between these, the difference between this and this is the smallest. The difference is the smallest, so therefore this is the biggest. So answer is 3. Question 5. Which of the following would be the most likely height of the ceiling of your classroom? So 30 cm wouldn't be possible, is the length of a ruler. 30 meters is maybe like not very possible, definitely, because it's many times a person's height, more than 15 times a person's height. 3 cm is definitely not, so the most probable is 3 meters. So the answer is 1. Which of the following, question 6, which of the following is the same as 6.07 kg? So 1 kg is equals to 1000 gram. So 0.07 kg is actually 70 gram. So it's 6 kg and 70 grams. So the answer is 2. Question 7. The average of 5 numbers is 30. So that means the total is actually 5 times 30 gives me 150. 4 of the numbers had a total of 96, so that means the fifth is equals to 150 minus 96. This will give me 54. Answer is 3. The bar graph below shows the number of 4 types of muffins sold by a shop in a day, so A, B, C, D. Which table best represents the information in the table? Okay, so let's look at option 1 first. So A is 80, B is 100, but A is higher than B on the graph, so 1 is definitely wrong. A must be more than B. So A more than B, Option 2 is also out. Look at option 3. A more than B, correct. B is more than C, correct. C is less than D, correct. And B and D seems to be the same. 80, correct. So 3 is the answer. Just for complicity's sake, let's look at option 4 also. So we have A is more than B, correct. B is less than C, which is different from the graph here. So 4 is definitely out. Answer is definitely 3. Question 9. Which pair of lines in the square grid is parallel? So parallel is some direction. So let's see. AF, CD. AF and CD. So AF is 3 squares across, 2 squares down. But CD is 2 squares across, 3 squares down. So nope. AF is here, same. BC is here. BC is like horizontal, AF is slanted, so definitely wrong. AB is here. FE is here. So AB is 4 squares across, 4 squares vertical. This is 3 and 1, so not really parallel. AB and ED. So AB is, like I say, 4 and 4. ED is 2 and 2, so it's in the right direction. So it's correct. So answer is 4. The figure below shows 14 squares. What is the smallest number of squares that must be added so that the line XY becomes a line of symmetry? Okay. So let's see. This square is symmetrical. There's this square missing over here. It's connected to this. So that's 1. Okay. So this is done. This is there. This is the same as this. This is together. There's 1 square missing here, so we add it 1 here. There's 2. Okay, and then this is this. This one is by itself. This is this, and this is missing over here. So 1 more here, so it's 3. All right, so the answer is 3. Option 3. Question 11. At a concert, the ratio of the number of boys to the number of girls is 3:4. Ratio of number of children to the number of adults is 1:2. What is the ratio of the number of girls to the number of adults? Okay, so we have boys to girls, which 3:4. Then we have children is to adult is 1:2. So we know that this equals to children and equals to 7 units. So if this is 7, this is 14 units. So just multiply by 7. Okay, so we can compare this to this direct. So girls is to adult, girls will be 4, adult will be 14. So reduce the ratio will be 2:7. Answer is 2. In the figure below, PQRS is a rectangle. RTS is a right angle triangle of sides measuring 6 cm, 8 cm, and 10 cm. The diameter of the shaded is 56 cm. For the area of the rectangle PQRS. From the figure, we know QP equals to 10 because QP is equals to RS, 10 cm. What we don't know is QR, which is also PS. But we do know the shaded area, which is this, following the mouse, is 56. We know this, we know this, we know this, then we'll be able to find this and this. So QR plus PS equals to 56 minus 10 minus 6 minus 8. This will give us 56 minus 10 is 46, 46 minus 6 is 40, 40 minus 8 is 32 cm. Since QR equals PS, that means QR equals to 32 divided by 2 gives me 16 cm. And then area will be equals to 16 times 10. This will give me 160 cm squared. So it will be, answer is 2. Question 13. Mrs. Sammy travels 10.8 kilometers in a taxi from home to the shopping mall. Taxi fare will based on the charges shown below. First kilometers, 370. Every additional 500 meters or there part of 30 cents. How much was her taxi fare? So for the first kilometer, so from the start to the first kilometer, it's actually 370. Then after that we have until the end, which is 10.8. So that means it's 10.8 minus 1 equals to 9.8 kilometers here, which is split into 500 meters. This one is 30 cents every 500 meter. So we need to find out how many 500 meters are there in 9.8 kilometers. So we use 800 meters divided by 500 meters. So you will get one. You just do the division here. So it'll be 98 divided by 5. 1, 5, 48, 9, 5, 45. So you have to remember the 3. 19 remainder 3. So we'll round up to 20. So there are 2,500 meters. So that means we need to have 30 cents multiplied by 20. That gives us $6. And $6 add on to the initial $3.70. This will give us $9.70. Okay, let me erase the workings. Okay, so the answer will be 4. Okay, moving on to question 14. In the figure below, A, B, C, D is a trapezium. So trapezium is whereby there's one set of parallel lines, which seems to be AD is parallel to BC, and this line AB and DC are not parallel. BC is equals to EC also, so we draw this line to show that equal. BC is 72 degrees here, ADC is 65 degrees here. Find angle ECD. So let's shade the angle we want to find. So the properties of trapezium is that the angle between the parallel lines, so that means like this angle here and this angle is equals to 180 degrees, or this angle here and this angle here is equal to 180 degrees. We're going to find this angle. One way is that we can use 180 degrees minus 165 and minus this angle over here to give us this angle. In order to find this angle, we can use this triangle to find this angle. But then we know this angle, but we don't know this angle. Or rather, we know now because this is isosceles. So we can, now we'll be able to work out to find this angle. So angle EBC equals to 72 degrees. So this angle is 72 degrees because of isosceles triangle. Because EC and BCs are equal. Then after that, we know we will be able to find ECB. This angle over here, it's just the total angles in a triangle. So 180 minus 72 minus 72, this is 144. 180 minus 144 is 36 degrees. So this is 36 degrees here. So we have angles, remember angles between the two, the parallel lines of trapezium. This angle here and this angle is equal to 180 degrees. We know this, we can find this. So angle ECD equals to 180 degrees minus 65 minus 36. This will give us 65 plus 36 is 101, so 79 degrees. So the answer is 4. Okay, last question for booklet A of paper 1. Question 15. Suresh used 2/5 of his money to buy 4 pens and 9 rulers. The cost of the 2 pens was the same as that of 3 rulers. What was the greatest number of rulers that Suresh could buy with the money he had left? So left is 3/5. Then we know that 2/5 of money can buy us 4 pen plus 9 rulers. At the same time, we know 2 pen equals to the cost of 3 rulers. No number of rulers, so we convert the pens to rulers. 4 pens will be equals to 6 rulers. So that means 2/5 of money can give us 6 rulers plus 9 rulers, because 4 pens become 6 rulers here. This will be equals to 15 rulers. 1/5 of money will be 15 over 2 rulers. Then 3/5 of money equals to 15 over 2 times 3 equals to 45 over 2 equals to 22.5 rulers, which at most is 22 rulers. So the answer is option 3. Okay, let's move on to paper 1 booklet B. Okay, question 17. Find the value of 4 over 7 divided by 6. Express your answer as a fraction in its simplest form. So 4 over 7 divided by 6 equals to 4 over 7 multiply, take 1 over 6, just switch the 6 underneath, equals to, can reduce it. So on top is 2, 2 times 1 is 2, 7 times 3 is 21. This is a simplest form. Question 18. A bottle contains 1.25 liters of juice. Ashhart poured 400 ml of juice from it into a glass. How many liters of juice was left in the bottle? Okay, so starting we have 1.25 liters, which is also equals to 1250 ml. Change the ml because over here is also in ml. So left equals to 1250 ml minus 400 ml equals to 850 ml. But then the answer is asked for liters. So when we change back to liters, it will be 0.85 liters. Alternatively, you can change 400 to 0.4 liters or so. So at the end, you don't have to change. Okay. Question 19. The timetable below shows the time a bus leaves the bus interchange for the airport. So different timings for leave and change and arrive at an airport. Gracie wants to catch the bus that leaves at 8:20. So 8:20. But she is 45 minutes late. What is the earliest time Gracie can arrive at the airport by bus? Okay, so by 8:20, when she is 45 minutes late, that means she is at the interchange only at 9:05 a.m. And at 9:05 a.m, the earliest time whereby the bus leaves the interchange is actually 9:15 a.m. and the arrival time at the airport, because the bus leaves at 9:15, it's at 10 a.m. So Gracie can only arrive at the airport by bus at 10 a.m. Question 20. So 20 is just using the protractor, or sorry, no, the ruler, measure the length of BC. So just measure from here, this point, to this point, and you will get around 7 cm. Okay, question 21. Write down all the common factors of 18 and 48. So factors of question 21. Write down all the common factors of 18 and 48. So 18 will be 2, sorry, start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 9, then 18. 48 would be 1, yes, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is paired with 8. 4 is 1 for 2. 3 is 1, 6. 2 is 2, 4. 1 times 48. Okay, then we find the common one between them. So it's 1, 2, 3, 6. 9, nope. 18, nope. So that's it. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 6. It's a bit unclear. Okay. Question 22. Find the value of each of these, the expressions when k equals 7. So let's start with a first. 2k minus k over 8. So we just replace the k with 7. 2 times 7 minus 7 over 8 equals to 14 minus 7 over 8. So we just have equals to, just take one out and have 8 over 8 minus 7 over 8. You give 13 1 over 8. Okay, then for part B, k minus 13 plus 2k. We can actually simplify first to become 3k minus 13 equals to 3 times 7 minus 13. This will give us 21 minus 13. The answer will be 8. Question 23. Mr. Sia had 80 wallets for sale. The graph below shows the number of wallets he had left at the end of each day from Monday to Friday. So basically this start on Monday left with this point. So this represents the number of wallets that was sold on Monday. So we know that from the graph, from here to here is 20. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. So that means each one of this is actually 20 divided by 5 equals to 4. So when there's drop of 2 units is 2 times 4 equals to 8. When there's a drop of 3 units, 3 times 4 equals to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's drop 5 units, it will be 5 times 4 is 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop 4 units will be 16. Drop 2 units here will be 8. So Monday so 8, Tuesday so 12, Wednesday so 20, Thursday is 16, Friday is 8. So on which day did Mr. Sia sell the greatest number of wallets? Will be 20 on Wednesday. So Wednesday here. Then find the difference between the number of wallets sold on Monday and Friday. So Monday is 8. Friday is 8 also. So 8 minus 8 equals 0. So 0 here. Okay. Now question 24. The table below shows the amount of money Tom saved from January to May. What was the percentage increase in his savings in May as compared to February? So let's look at the increase first. It will be equals to 60 minus 48 equals to 12. Then the percentage increase will be equals to the increase over the amount that's being compared to, which is 48. Multiply by the 100%. We reduce the fraction here to 1 to 4. Times 100%, this will give us 25%. Okay. Question 25. In the figure, ABCD is a rectangle, ECFG is square. So here, angle ECD is 70 degree, which is here. Okay, find angle YY is here. I'm trying to find this. So when we look at this, we know that if this is a rectangle, means this angle here, BCD, is 90 degrees. We can find this. And within the square itself, it's also a right angle here, so that means we can find this. So if we know this, and this, then we will know angle Y. Okay, so let's get started. Angle BCD BCE, which is this angle here, will be equals to 90 degree right angle minus 70 degrees equals to 20 degree. Now we want to find this angle, so it will be angle FCD equals to 90 degree minus 70 degree, give us the same 20 degree. Okay, now we will be able to find angle Y, which is equals to angle around a point at C, 360 degrees, minus 70 degree, minus 20 degree, minus 20 degree. They will give us 410 to 50 degree. Question 26. The graph below shows the number of footballs sold by 4 shops in a week. The number of footballs sold is not shown on the scale, so we don't know how much this is, but we do know relative to each other is higher or lower. So the average number of footballs sold by the 4 shops was 40. How many footballs did shop Y sell? But we do know we can count the number of units here, so it's 1, 2, okay, all this line. Let's draw the lines out first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So just count by units. 7 units, 6 units, 3 units, and 4 units. So we know the total is equals to the average, which is 40, multiplied by the number of shops, which is 4. This will give us 160 footballs. And we know altogether there are, say, total units equals to 7 plus 6 plus 3 plus 4. This will give us 20 units. So 20 units is 160. 1 unit is 160 divided by 20 will give us 8. We want shop Y, so it's 3 units. 3 units will be equals to 8 times 3 give us 24, so it's 24 footballs. Question 27. James bought 4/5 kg of flour. He used half kg of it to bake some cakes and 1/4 of it to bake some cookies. How much flour did he have left? Give your answer as a fraction in kilograms. So to take note, the fraction here is kg, and then this is without kg, just of it. So how much flour did he have left? Okay, so we know total is 4/5 kg. He used up half kg, and 1/4 of it, we don't know what's the exact kilogram. We can find out. So half of it is 1/4 of it means 1/4 times 4/5 kg. This will give us 1/5 kg. So he used 1/5 kg to bake some cookies. Then what's left will be equals to 4/5 kg minus half kg and minus 1/5 kg. This will be equals to 4/5 minus 1/5 first to give us 3/5 kg minus half kg equals to 6/10. Change the fraction up to something of the same denominator. That will give us 1/10 kg. South, west is here, east is here. Xiu Jun walked directly from point F to point B in a straight line. In which direction did Xiu Jun walk? So F to B is here, this way. So if this is north, this is west, it's northwest. So northwest, northwest. Okay. Then B. Ming Yang stood at one of the points facing G. After she turned 45 degrees clockwise, she faced E. Okay, so 45 degrees clockwise is in this direction, 45 degree. So we should face E. So let's see, 45 degrees. So probably somewhere on top. Okay, so let's, for example, let's start with A. If A faces, if Ming stood at A, face G, and she turned 45 degrees anti-clockwise, is over here. Will be here after she turned 45 degrees, which is nowhere. So A is wrong. How about B? If B faces G, 45 degrees will be, that's a bit hard. I think if B faces G here, 45 degree will probably give you facing F, so it's not. How about C? C is facing G. Let's use a different color. C is facing G, then 45 degrees, anti-clockwise will be here, and then face E. So this seems to be correct, 45 degree, anti-clockwise. Yep. So actually the answer will be point C. So no use for workings here. Question 29. May and Nancy have equal number of pieces of ribbon. They each have a mix of long and short ribbons. The length of each piece of short ribbon is 40 cm, and each piece of long ribbon is 70 cm. May has 7 pieces of short ribbons and Nancy has 18 pieces for long ribbon. The total length of May's ribbons was 2.4 meters longer than the total length of Nancy's ribbons. How many pieces of ribbons does May have? Okay, let's look at the length of May and Nancy. So May and Nancy. So May has 7 pieces of short ribbon. So let's take this as 7 short. And Nancy have 18 long, so it's 18 plus long, so definitely would be very long. Much more longer than the 7 short. Okay. However, at the end, the total length of Mary's ribbons was 2.4 meters longer than Nancy. So that means the long ribbons that Mary has is very, very long indeed. Over here. So long. These are long ribbons, but we don't know how many there are. And for Nancy, Nancy have a number of short ribbons, but not enough to be longer than the total length of Mary. Even though at the start, Nancy has longer ribbons because of the 18 long ribbons here. So this is short, so we don't know. And we know that this difference here is 2.4 meters. So we can actually try to find the initial difference between two of them here, because this is the difference between 18 long minus 7 short. And this difference here, let me change the color, this difference here and this difference here add together will be the difference between this number of long ribbons and this number of short ribbons. Okay, so let's find the initial difference first. So 7 short will be equals to 7 times 40. This will give us 280 cm. Then 18 long will give us 18 times 70 equals to 1260 cm. So the difference here, the initial difference, be equals to 1260 minus 280 equals to 980 cm over here. Okay, then the difference between Mary's long and Nancy's short, which is the orange one here and here, the difference between this bar and this bar will be equals to 980 plus 240. 240 because 2.4 meters is 240 cm. This will give us 0 plus 240, 1220. 1220 cm. Okay, then now we try to understand what does 1220 means in terms of model. Okay, let me just shrink this a bit. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's draw the model here. So this is Mary's long and Nancy's short. So we know long, let's say there's a equal number of long and short. There'll be something like that. Because every long will have 30 cm more than short. Okay. So every long one will have 30 cm longer than the short ones. Okay. But at the same time, so we don't know how many long ones or short ones that are there. But what we do know is that Mary has 11 more long ribbons than Nancy's short ribbons, because at the start Mary has 11 short. So because they have an equal number of pieces of ribbon, so definitely Mary's long will be 11 more than Nancy's short. And then we found the initial difference here, which is 1220. It's the difference between Mary's long and Mary's short. So this 1220 is actually all these orange parts, including these 11 long ones. And we know that these 11 long ones is 11 times 70 equals to 770 cm. So that means 1220 consists of this 770 cm, and then it consists of each of these small parts. Okay, so we can find the total amount of each of these differences here. So we can use 1220 cm minus 770 cm will give us 450 cm. So 450 cm is actually the total of all these small differences here between long and short. But we know, and you want to know that one long, the difference between one long minus one short is actually 30 cm. And we know that in this 450 cm, the differences, there's an equal number of long and short because we take away this part already. So number of so-called differences here will be equals to 450 divided by 30 equals to 15. So that means over here there are 15 short and 15 long over here. That also means that the total that Nancy has will be equals to this 15 short plus the 18 long that Nancy has originally will be equals to 33. This will be equals to Mary's total because they have the same. So the answer is 33. Question 30. In a square grid, a triangle ABC over here has been drawn. Question A. AC here also forms one side of an isosceles triangle ACD. So it's somewhere here, in which ABC and ACD have the same area. Complete drawing of a triangle ACD in a square grid. Okay, so the area of ABC, let's calculate first, will be height is 2, base is 6, so it will be triangle ABC equals to half times 2 times 6. This will give me 6 cm square. So we need to draw ACD such that it's also 6 cm square, and we need to draw it as an isosceles. So isosceles means that in a triangle the two lengths are equal, and these are axis base. So D have to be somewhere around here. We can take it as D could be at this point. If we draw AD and DC, this would be like equal length. So triangle ACD is isosceles because of AD is same length as DC, and we look at the area. So area of ACD equals to half. So the height here is also 2 times 2, and the base is 6. So this will give us 6 cm. Okay, so we got triangle ACD, same area, and isosceles. So that's it for question A. Question B. In a square grid, draw a parallelogram with the same parameter as the triangle ABC. Label the parallelogram P. Okay, I'm going to move my workings above to question A. So there's space for me to do question B. Okay, so parameter equals to 2 plus 6 plus BC, which is a slanted here, equals to 8 plus BC. So a parallelogram is going to look something like this. Okay, so since there are two things that are slanted and BC is also slanted, we can break BC into 2 such that BC is so this 2 makes up BC. So BC, that means we can break it up like that. So this part is 1, this part is 2. Then 8 can break out to 4 here. Okay, so let's try to draw it out. So let's draw the horizontal one first, which is 4. So we need a thicker line. Okay, we draw 4 here, and then the slanted is 3 by 1. So in a 3 by 1 box, you draw from opposite ends. So from here, the 3 by 1 box is here. Okay, then I draw, this is 1, half of BC. Over here is also here, this side, draws opposite ends. So from here, so this 2 will be equals to BC. This is 4, then this will be 4. So that's it. Then let's label it P. 4 and 4. Okay. So that's the end of paper 1 booklet B.